Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another Fall Decorate with me. I am so excited to have you joining me today. This is part 2 of my great room decorating, and I am so excited to have you here with me. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, our focus is going to be on my family room, and I'm getting started with this crock here. Now, originally, I had thought that I would use this crock on my dining room table. However, I moved it over here during my supper club, and I really am loving it here. I like having the dough bowl on the table for a change. So we're going to leave this set up here on my sofa table, and I am really loving it. I'm starting off with this faux seeded eucalyptus that I recently purchased from Amazon. I showed this in my fall decor haul, and I have to tell you, I am obsessed. I mentioned it in that video. I actually went back and ordered more before I even talked about it because I was afraid it would be gone. So I love this. I love kind of how floppy it is. It just spills out of whatever you're putting it in. I have it in the dough bowl on my table as well, but I am living for this seeded eucalyptus. So I'm going to have this in the description box down below if you like it too, so you can snag some for yourself. I also picked up these really beautiful fall blooms from Michaels. I think that they're gorgeous. I love this darker kind of rustic color. And I think that the big kind of peony shape is just so very pretty. So I picked up 3 of these just to kind of act as those big blooms. And I think they look gorgeous. They do have really long stems. I thought maybe I would have used them in the entryway, but I love them here in this antique crock. I think they're perfect. And then finally, we're just going to fill the empty space with this faux eucalyptus from Walmart. This stuff is so affordable. I want to say it's less than $4, and it's just really great filler. It's bushy, it's movable, and it just really fills the space. So I am living for this beautiful arrangement, and I've got my 1806 candle there in the scent Perfect Morning, and I love how this turned out. On the other side of the sofa table, I have this miniature dough bowl here from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just placing this cute little pumpkin inside for some color. Moving down to the bottom of the sofa table, I've got this great basket here that I'm just going to add this sweet pillow from Walmart last year, along with this fabric pumpkin from Target last year. And finally, I'm replacing the candle with this white pumpkin candle from Bath & Body Works, and the sofa table is done. Moving over to the shelf here in my family room, I had purchased this scarf from Amazon because I had intentions of having something darker and moodier right here. And so I hung it here, and I using the same basket, which is from Michaels, and it's got some faux eucalyptus inside, which is I think also from Michaels. And I'm also going to use this little orange pumpkin here to bring in some color. But the more that I was looking at this, the more I felt like the brown just didn't fit in the space properly. So I'm actually going to replace it with this blanket here that I picked up in the Target dollar spot last season, and I just feel like this gives a little bit of a lighter and brighter feel. Now we're going to work on the shelf here. I'm just going to start by removing everything from the shelf, and then while it's empty, I'm going to give it a quick dust because, to be honest, I hadn't done that in a long time, and it desperately needed it. I'm also going to take down this family photo that I have here. I love that family photo. It's older. My kiddos are much younger. It's probably 4 or 5 years old now. But it's in front of the beautiful Red Rock Mountains in Las Vegas, where we moved here from, and I just love it. I'm placing these 2 signs that I have here that I picked up last year, but I'm going to be honest, full transparency, they're not going to stay here. I showed you a picture in my fall planning of what I really wanted for this space, this beautiful October sign. I still really want that sign, and I'm still looking for it. I'm going to just hold out until I find exactly what I want, and just none of what I thought I was going to do was working out. So I am going here into my basement, and I'm grabbing this eucalyptus garland. You guys have seen me use this a ton, and it's from Amazon. I love this garland, like love it. I use it for all seasons. I put it across my table for a runner. Like, it's just so pretty, and it's a gorgeous filler, and you can even layer it, and it looks really, really good. So I'm going to start by placing this up here on the shelf just to give us kind of some color. I've got that large pothos plant there on the edge. That's real and gorgeous. I have a lot of plants in my house. If you guys are new here, I am total plant lady. I love real plants. I love what they bring to my home. But I'm kind of feeling like maybe I have to move some of them down to my basement for the seasons, for the burr months, because I just feel like they're kind of competing with my home decor. So you're going to see throughout this video that there's a lot of that, a lot of greenery, and I feel like I kind of have to move it. So I think what I might do is put a table down in my basement close to the windows, but not too close so they get a chill, where they can still get light, but they are, out of the common area just for the next couple of months while we have seasonal decor. So stay tuned. I think I'm going to show a video where I kind of go through and empty out some of that greenery and see what it does. I think it'll make a big difference. But for now, I'm just kind of putting in a couple of pieces. I had so much fall decor, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like putting it all out yet. This is only going to be up for a few weeks until I take it down to decorate for Halloween, and then it'll come back up for the Thanksgiving holiday for, the month of November. So I didn't want to go cray, but we'll do more, I promise. But for now, I'm just kind of placing some things across the shelf here, and I do think it looks really cute, but that fall favorite sign, I love it. I think it's so sweet. It's just not working. It's just not working. So we're going to come back and change it, and it'll make sense later. It'll all look better, I promise. Just stay with me. Moving over to the sideboard under my TV, I am bringing in this warm brown vase that I picked up at Target from the Hearth and Hand line. I got it on clearance, and I just think it's really pretty. It's a nice warm neutral color for the fall season. And again, I'm just bringing in some greenery. This is a little bit more muted. I think it's really pretty, but I almost feel like I need some fall stems for in there. And I've always kind of shied away from fall stems because I feel like they compete with all the greenery. So as you're going to see, I'm putting this garland here, but it's competing with the beautiful giant pothos that is on the edge of the sideboard. So again, while I'm editing this, and since I've been living in it for about a week, I just feel like I need to go back through and edit, get rid of some of the greenery, and I think it'll make a lot more sense for the space. I'm also going to add this sweet pumpkin pillow from Hobby Lobby, again next to a large plant that I feel needs to move. So another one that I think we're going to have to edit the space. And now it's time to go back and rearrange the shelf. I was staring at it. I knew that it wasn't right. I knew it needed to be adjusted. So we're actually going to put that family photo back up, which honestly, you guys, I live for this photo. I've mentioned it in a recent video. I've gotten so many beautiful suggestions about printing it in black and white. And although I think that would be absolutely gorgeous, I can't do it. I love the mountains. My daughter has that gorgeous red hair that I just love to look at. I don't know. I just can't print it in black and white. I feel like it would just take some of the magic away. It's such a great picture. Funny story. My sister-in-law actually took that picture. It was like at the end of our little photo shoot that we were doing, and she snapped that picture. I didn't think it was going to come out great because it was so close, but honestly, it is my favorite family photo. So thanks, Kat, for that picture. It's my favorite. We're going to move into my entryway now. I've got this great little table here. I've talked about this before. It's from the Salvation Army. I scored it for $8. It's super wobbly. I don't even care. I love it. It's so charming, I think. And I'm starting off with this vase here that I picked up at Home Goods. It was this really bright orange color, but I painted it with a chalk paint, and I think it kind of gives, anthropology vibes, if you will. And my plan is to put that beautiful red eucalyptus here. So I'm just stuffing it with some towels just to kind of give the eucalyptus some height, because I wanted the eucalyptus to just kind of feel, like it was a little bit more spilly, coming out of the vase. So that gave it some height, definitely gave it a little bit more movement. These are dried eucalyptus that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this season, and I think they're really, really beautiful. I love the color, that deep red color. I just think they're great, and I'm really excited to be using them. This, again, is another space where I feel like we got to move the greenery. We do move that faux rosemary plant. However, that other gorgeous pothos plant right there that is stunning, and it's doing so great in this space with all this natural light, it's got to move. We are going to change the vase, but it definitely needs to move. So whoever's keeping track of all the plants that we need to move, put that one on the list too, because we're going to have to find another home for it for a little while. I picked up this little wire cloche from Michael's this year. I did end up painting it. It was a gray color. I spray painted it this pretty bronze color, and at first I thought I was going to put this candle in here. So that's what we're going to put in here first. I'm not loving it, so that's going to change. And this is okay, you guys. I left all this in here because I wanted you to see that sometimes you don't get it right. Sometimes you have an idea and it's just not working, and you just got to try something else. And to be honest with you, I'm still not living for this entryway table. I feel like I can do better. So we're going to do better. We're going to redo it, and we're going to figure out a better look. So I'm starting off by replacing these table books here, and I'm actually replacing them with cookbooks that are more neutral colored for the fall season. And then I'm also grabbing this black vase from Walmart. This was very viral a few months ago, if you guys remember, and I've had it living in my powder room, but I thought that it would be really pretty for the fall. But now I'm going to go ruin it with the green plant. So again, if I get something better in there, a better fall colored, fall colored flowers or something like that, it'll be better. But for now, we're just going to put the real pothos in there, and we'll make a switch here in the next video or two. Finally, I'm going to add this pumpkin, this wooden pumpkin, to the wire cloche. This is from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's pretty. I don't know that I love it. I think it might be a little light colored, but it is really pretty, and we're going to leave it there for now. Stay tuned. We'll see if it changes. I'm also going to replace this greenery here with some more of that red eucalyptus. This just hangs by my door. This is where we hang our keys. I think it's really pretty. And I just love this red color. I think it's perfect. I'm just breaking down this little piece right here to make it fit a little bit better, and I think it looks really pretty. Over on the other side by my front door, I'm just going to add in these picks here that I picked up, I think, at the Dollar Tree last year. And I'm also going to change out the wreath on the door. That magnolia wreath there is from Amazon, and I'm replacing it with this tiny little wreath from Hobby Lobby because the big wreath is on my pantry door. So we're going to have to get a new wreath for the front door as well. I'm finally going to finish everything off with this sweet white pumpkin garland. I love this stuff. I used it over in my coffee bar as well. There is nothing sweeter than garland. I love garland. So we're going to add this to the sofa table for some sweet fall charm. That, my friends, is going to bring us to the end of this fall decorating video. As I mentioned many times throughout this video, I am still looking to make some tweaks. Outside of my windows, it's still bright green. This week, all throughout New England, it was 1,000,000 degrees. So I feel like as the colors outside start to change, I'm going to want to make some more changes inside my home. Maybe move some of my green plants and bring in a little bit more of those fall colors. So stay tuned for those tweaking videos, and just know that it's okay. If you don't get it right the first time, try again. And if your vision that you saw in someone else's home isn't quite working in your home, try again, do it a little bit differently. And if it doesn't work at all, that's okay too. I'm realizing that I had some big plans, and I think I just need to make some changes in order for them to work out properly in my home. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and come back for more. I try to post 3 new videos every single week, and hopefully I will get to see you again. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you very soon.